Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're your shortcut to understanding complex info. Today, we're jumping into something really fascinating. Visualizing complex data relationships. It's everywhere now, data, but how it all connects, that's the real puzzle. So our mission today is to look at a tool, Neo4j Bloom, and see how it turns these messy connections into clear visuals, basically letting you explore your data in a whole new way. We want to get into the why behind it. Why do these relationships matter so much? And what happens when exploring them becomes easier for, well, everyone?
It really is a fundamental challenge, isn't it? I mean, we're just swimming in data these days. But the hard part, the place where you find the real insights, often isn't just looking at single pieces of data. It's figuring out the connections underneath it all. Without the right tools, it's sort of like trying to grasp city traffic by just having a list of cars. You totally miss the network, the flow.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, highlights the problem perfectly. So these data relationships, why are they so tricky to see with, let's say, traditional methods? What makes them so hard to pin down?
Well, look, the raw data itself, absolutely valuable, no question. But the true power, those aha moments you're looking for, they usually come from the connections between the data points. Think about it, right? One piece of data tells you one thing, but how it links to maybe tens or hundreds of others, that tells a much richer story. It paints a picture, a network, your standard spreadsheets, even relational databases. They're great for structured stuff, rows and columns. But they weren't built to show you these complex, layered networks easily. It's really hard to see things like who's connected to whom or what caused what. When you have multiple steps involved, you kind of only see the immediate link.
Yeah, I've definitely been there trying to untangle something complex from just a flat table. It feels impossible sometimes. So it sounds like we need a completely different approach. And that's where Neo4j Bloom fits in, right? What makes Bloom stand out? There are other visualization tools out there.
Yeah, there are. But what's really interesting about Bloom, and I think a key difference, is its no-code conversational search interface. And this isn't just about making it easy to use, it's more fundamental. It changes how people can interact with complex data. It basically opens up sophisticated data exploration to, well, almost anyone, not just the data scientists or the super technical folks. This really democratizes things. Business analysts, investigators, maybe even marketing teams, they can ask complex questions about connected data themselves. It removes that huge barrier. You know, you don't have to wait for a specialist to dig into the relationships for you. You can actually explore them yourself.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit. No-code conversational search. Does that mean it's mainly aimed at non-technical people? Like maybe you lose some deep analytical capability that the pros need? Or does this accessibility actually make graph exploration better, more hands-on for everyone?
That's a really fair question. It's definitely built for accessibility, but no, it doesn't really sacrifice the analytical depth. For the pros, it offers a very intuitive, very fast way to explore graphs, maybe prototype queries, and then present what they find. And for everyone else, well, the interactive interface is key. You can dynamically filter things, zoom in and out, expand these things called nodes. You can think of nodes as like people, companies, transactions, whatever.
Well, like individual items.
Exactly. And the relationships, the lines connecting them. You're not just staring at a static picture. You're actively playing with the graph, manipulating it. You click on something, see its connections, then maybe expand those connections out further. And suddenly you're seeing layers of relationships unfold, all without writing any code. It just deepens the understanding because you're interacting directly.
So that interaction makes it feel less like work and more like, well, discovery.
Yeah.
Finding things out. Where does this really make a difference? In the real world, I mean. Can you give some specific examples where this kind of visualization is just invaluable?
Oh, absolutely. The source material gives some great examples where Bloom just shines, making sense of really connected data super quickly. Think about mapping social networks, not just seeing connections, but understanding, influence, different groups, maybe where information gets stuck, or tracking fraud rings. That's a huge one. Identifying weird patterns, hidden links between accounts or people. That's critical stuff. It's not just about finding one bad actor, right? It's about seeing the structure of the fraud network, the vulnerabilities they exploit.
Oh, okay. Seeing the whole network.
Exactly. And another big one is analyzing complex supply chains, visualizing all the dependencies, finding potential weak spots or bottlenecks, assessing risk across this huge web of suppliers. In all these cases, Bloom just cuts through the complexity. It brings insights to the surface that would probably stay hidden otherwise.
Those are definitely high-impact areas. Really shows the practical side. But what about teamwork? It's great if one person can see it, but how does a tool like Bloom affect how teams work together on these insights? Does it change business processes?
Yeah, that's a crucial point. If you think bigger picture, Bloom really helps streamline things like business intelligence or investigations, mainly because it makes collaboration so much easier. You can save specific views, snapshots of your discoveries, essentially, and then you can share those insights easily. So now everyone on the team can literally be looking at the same picture, the same network connections. Everyone understands the context. They can build on each other's findings. It moves from just individual aha moments to like collective understanding.
Which should lead to faster decisions, I imagine.
Exactly. More informed collective action. It can speed up everything from finding market opportunities to reacting to security issues.
Okay, so tying it all together then. Who really benefits most here? Is it mainly big companies with huge data sets, or is the impact wider?
Oh, it's much, much wider. I mean, yes, enterprise analysts definitely benefit. They can make better strategic calls with clearer data. But Neo4j Bloom is genuinely changing how lots of different people visualize hidden relationships. You've got investigative journalists connecting dots in public records, academic researchers finding new patterns in their data, even smaller businesses trying to understand their customer networks better. Basically, anyone dealing with data where the connections are just as important, maybe even more important than the individual pieces of data, they stand to gain a lot.
This has been really illuminating. It feels like tools like Neo4j Bloom offer this powerful shortcut, taking what seems like overwhelming data and making the hidden dynamics clear. It turns noise into actionable insights, almost like giving you beta X-ray vision. It's a real shift from just staring at rows of numbers.
And that really is the key takeaway, isn't it? This kind of technology pushes us to look beyond the surface level. It sort of prompts you to ask what hidden relationships might be lurking in your own field, your own work, your areas of interest. And, how could visualizing those connections unlock totally new ways of understanding things or solving problems that you just can't even see right now? What might you uncover?